Good morning, my wonderful students. It is a joy to have you all in class today. I am your instructor, and I am excited to guide you through this term. Today, we are starting at the very beginning. Literally, we are looking at the introduction to the biblical creation account. Now, open your minds as we explore the narratives in Genesis chapters 1 and 2. You see, this is not just a story. It is the theological foundation that establishes God as the sovereign creator of the universe. We are dealing with a profound concept called creatio ex nihilo, which is Latin for creation out of nothing. Imagine that power. Before God spoke, there was absolutely nothing. No matter, no energy. Yet by his word alone, the cosmos came into existence. Let us dive deep into this mystery together. Moving on to the specific order of events, let's dive into the first 3 days, which were all about forming the physical realms. On day 1, God spoke, and boom, light appeared. He separated this light from the darkness, effectively giving us day and night. You see, it wasn't just about the sun yet, but the very essence of light itself. Next, on day 2, God created the firmament, what we call the sky or atmosphere today, to separate the waters below from the waters above. It was like creating a breathing space for what was to come. Then, things got really interesting on day 3. God commanded the waters to gather together, allowing dry land to appear. He didn't stop there. He immediately commanded the earth to bring forth grass, herbs yielding seed, and fruit trees. So before any animal walked the earth, the stage was perfectly set with land, sea, and lush vegetation.
Moving on to the second phase of creation, we see God filling the void he had formed. On day 4, God created lights in the firmament to separate day from night. He made the greater light, the sun, to rule the day, and the lesser light, the moon, to rule the night, along with the stars. These were set to mark seasons, days, and years. Next, on day 5, life exploded into the waters and the sky. God commanded the waters to teem with living creatures, creating great sea animals and every winged bird to fly across the earth. Finally, on day 6, God brought forth land animals, cattle, creeping things, and beasts of the earth. But the crowning moment was when God created mankind in his own image and likeness to have dominion over all these wonderful creations.
Furthermore, we arrive at the absolute pinnacle of God's creative work, the creation of man. Now, pay close attention, because this is what makes you and I distinct from every other creature. Unlike the animals that were merely spoken into existence, Genesis 1:26 tells us that God paused and said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." This is the theological concept of imago Dei. It means we possess attributes like reason, morality, and the capacity to love, reflecting God himself. Looking deeper into Genesis chapter 2, we see the method. God formed man from the dust of the ground, connecting us to the earth, and then breathed the breath of life directly into his nostrils. That divine spark made man a living soul. Consequently, God handed man the keys of authority, granting him dominion over the fish, the birds, and every living thing on earth. So, my dear students, as we conclude our study on the creation of the earth, let us hold firmly to the lesson of the 7th day. God did not rest because he was exhausted. Rather, he paused to sanctify the Sabbath, establishing a divine pattern of work and rest for us to follow. This entire narrative proves that our God is a God of perfect order and purpose. Nothing was an accident. Furthermore, never forget your role as stewards. We are called to protect and nurture this beautiful world God has entrusted to our care. As you prepare for your exams, I pray for retentive memory and excellence for each of you. Go over your notes, study hard, and you will surely succeed. Go and make us proud.